Alright, buckle up buttercups, because today we're diving into the cinematic equivalent of a polite cough in a library, the silence. From the people who apparently thought A Quiet Place needed more bats and less originality, comes a film so derivative, it's practically a Xerox of a Xerox of a Xerox. Prepare to witness a world where survival depends on not making noise. Groundbreaking, I know. Meet our protagonists, the Lambert family, or as they'll be known for the next 90 minutes, the "Oh my god, are we really doing this again?" family. Starring Stanley Tucci, doing his best to look concerned while internally calculating his paycheck, and Kiernan Shipka, who, bless her heart, is trying to sell us on the idea that she's a deaf teenager in a post-apocalyptic nightmare, when in reality, she's probably thinking about what she's going to order on Postmates after this is over. Join them as they navigate a world overrun by, wait for it, flying, blind, sound-sensitive creatures known as Vesps. Yes, Vesps. Because apparently murder bats was too on the nose. These Vesps, which look like someone glued bat wings onto a hairless chihuahua, are attracted to sound. So, you know, the usual. Don't sneeze, don't drop your keys, and for the love of all that is holy, don't let your toddler discover the joys of screaming. Because in this world, silence isn't golden. It's the difference between being a snack and, well, still being alive, but you know, just barely. Watch as our heroes engage in thrilling activities like whispering, tiptoeing, and communicating via the universal language of shushing. Experience the edge-of-your-seat tension of watching someone carefully open a can of beans. Will they make it? Will the Vesps hear them? Will they just give up and eat cold beans straight from the can? The suspense is killing me. And let's not forget the thrilling subplot involving a creepy cult that worships the Vesps. Because, of course, there's a creepy cult. Because no post-apocalyptic movie is complete without a group of people who are somehow even weirder than the monsters. Led by a man who looks like he buys his clothes from the discount doomsday prepper section of Walmart, this cult believes the Vesps are some kind of divine cleansing force. Which, you know, sure, whatever helps you sleep at night. Witness the profound philosophical debates about the nature of sound, the value of silence, and the best way to avoid being eaten by a flying, hairless chihuahua. Marvel at the intricate plot twists, like the one where they have to be quiet, and the one where they have to be really quiet, and the one where, oh look, they're still being quiet. Experience the breathtaking special effects, which range from slightly convincing to clearly animated on a Commodore 64. And don't forget the emotional moments, like when someone whispers a heartfelt message, or when someone else whispers a slightly less heartfelt message, or when they all just stare at each other in silence. Because in the silence isn't just a survival tactic, it's a lifestyle choice. Prepare for jump scares that are so predictable, you'll be checking your watch to see if you've already seen them. Brace yourself for dialogue so wooden, you could build a cabin with it. And get ready for a climax so anticlimactic, you'll wonder if the movie just gave up and went home. Because in the grand tradition of cinematic ripoffs, the silence takes a perfectly good concept, strips it of all originality, and serves it up as a lukewarm plate of meh. So, if you're looking for a movie that will make you appreciate the sheer audacity of A Quiet Place, or if you just want to watch Stanley Tucci silently suffer for 90 minutes, then The Silence is the movie for you. Otherwise, maybe just watch paint dry. It'll be more exciting. From the studio that brought you whatever, just put it on Netflix, comes a film that proves you can't just slap some bats onto a script and call it a horror movie. Starring the cast of We Needed a Paycheck, The Silence is a masterclass in how to make a movie that's so quiet, it's practically invisible. Witness the thrilling chase scenes, where everyone tiptoes away from the danger. Marvel at the complex character development, where everyone whispers their motivations. And prepare for the shocking plot twists, like when they run out of batteries for their hearing aids. Because in a world where sound is death, the only thing louder than the silence is the sound of your own disappointment. Featuring the special effects team from We Found Some Stock Footage of Bats, and the writing team from We Just Rewrote A Quiet Place But Worse, The Silence is a cinematic masterpiece of, well, it's a movie. Join our heroes as they navigate a world where the only thing scarier than the monsters is the script. Experience the terror of not being able to make any noise. Feel the suspense of someone accidentally dropping a spoon. And witness the emotional depth of a series of meaningful glances. Because in the silence, silence isn't just a survival tactic, it's a cry for help. From the producers of We Thought We Could Get Away With It, comes a film that proves you can't just recycle a plot and expect people to be impressed. Starring the cast of We're Just Happy to Be Here, The Silence is a testament to the power of, well, it's a movie. Witness the thrilling action sequences, where everyone hides behind things. Marvel at the intricate world building, where everything is quiet. And prepare for the mind-blowing revelations, like when they find a quiet place to hide. Because in the silence, silence isn't just a survival tactic, it's a metaphor for the film's lack of originality. From the studio that brought you We're Running Out of Ideas, comes a film that proves you can't just throw some bats at a screen and call it a movie. Starring the cast of We Needed the Exposure, The Silence is a cinematic achievement of, well, it's a thing. Witness the thrilling suspense, where everyone holds their breath. Marvel at the complex symbolism, where silence represents silence. And prepare for the shocking conclusion, where they're still quiet. Because in the silence, silence isn't just a survival tactic, it's a way of life. So, if you're looking for a movie that will make you appreciate the art of sound design, or if you just want to watch Stanley Tucci silently contemplate his career choices, then The Silence is the movie for you. Otherwise, maybe just listen to the sound of your own breathing. It'll be more engaging. In a world filled with noisy blockbusters and bombastic sequels, one film dared to be quiet. Too quiet. The Silence. Where the only thing louder than the Vesps is the sound of your own boredom. And in a world where everyone is screaming for attention, The Silence decided to whisper. And then, it whispered some more. And then, it just kind of stopped. Because in the end, The Silence isn't just a movie, it's it's something. And that something is quiet. So quiet. Too quiet. Just silence. The end.